You're chatting with E, of course. Happy belated 4th of July weekend. Definitely hope you guys had a great weekend. Safe weekend. It was very eventful for me, very fun for me. So I'm definitely glad that you guys had a chance, hopefully, to enjoy the fireworks and to enjoy your loved ones and do it on a budget because that's what we're going to be talking about anyway today. If you hear some kids in the background and some other noise from the street, it's because I live on a busy street, but and also I have a busy household, 4 kids, so that will always be constant in the playback, unfortunately. But anyway, I wanted to get down to what I promised you guys we were going to do because I'm starting this baby step series. And we're going to do it together, and we're going to help each other out, and we're going to encourage each other, and we're going to get through all 7 of these baby steps together and be successful people at it. So without further ado, here is the budget. All right, you guys, we are going to get right into it. I have made a sample budget. These are not my numbers, but I just wanted to give you guys a feel of how you can start a simple budget without any kind of major programs or anything like that. Just pencil, pen, paper will get you going. Now, the first thing you want to do is to figure out how much you make each month take home, okay? Once you figure that out, put it at the top of the paper so that you know what you're working with. If it's an estimate, like if it changes, go by the lowest that you've ever gotten. That way you're not going over and then you end up shortchanging yourself at the end or the middle of the month with bills, okay? So, the average income for a 2, person household nowadays is usually around $3,300. 3,000. So I just made, in this case, that the family, we'll call them the Smiths, is making $3,300 a month. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is right off bat, if you've got a rent or mortgage, put that down. So I've put down, as you can see right over here, I've put down that the rent or mortgage is $900. Okay. Then you've got your water. If you pay water, if you're at a house, or if you're in an apartment that you have to pay water, there's your water bill. Your lights or your power, $200. Food, and this is actually based on the, I got this data on a website. It's a food government website. They say that a family of 4, about $500 feed you for the whole month. So I've just put down 500, and actually my budget is 507. I do not go over 507. I make sure that I'm within the budget for food, and good places to shop. Trader Joe's, healthy. They are actually inexpensive. Fresh Market is another good place. I like Target. But for produce, I love Whole Foods. They have the freshest stuff that you can think of. If you don't go to a farmer's market, Whole Foods is the next best thing. Your cell phone, I put down 100. Car insurance, 150. Cable and internet, $150. Now, on this particular budget, I did leave out gas for your car, but I will get to the reason why at the end. Okay, and when you do your budget, if you want to add that in as a monthly expense, like you put down, how much you spend every month for gas, you just want to put that down, go ahead and do that. That's definitely something you can do. So after all is said and done with the most important bills that we have, and I hope I didn't leave any important bills down, we've got a subtotal of $2,065. This little thing right here, that's actually a 0. That's not a 6. My handwriting is so horrible. I'm sorry, you guys. So what we've got left over from the $3,300 up here is $1,235, which can go to our debt, our car payments, sinking funds, and savings. So that brings us to the next page. So you've got $1,235 left here to work with. So since we are on baby step 1, and the goal is to get to $1,000 as fast as possible, Dave Ramsey suggests that you get a side job, you sell some of your things. The goal is to get to $1,000 as fast as possible, just in case an emergency does happen. Not an emergency at the mall or the furniture store, but an emergency like, dang, I need a new transmission, or shoot, my air conditioner went out. Something to that effect. And you need that. So this is like the start. Okay, so this is baby step 1. This is what we're on. So I recommend to take 10% of what is left over, not your gross, not your take home. I say that because if you earn like $3,300 a month and you want to take 10% of that 33, you're going to end up paying $330. For some people that may be too much to put away, but if you do that, and if you can do that, you can get to the $1,000 much faster, and that way you can be on baby step 2 that much faster. So it definitely is up to you. But for me, I take 10% of what is left over after all of my bills. So in this case, for the Smiths, they are going to pay $123.50 a month until they reach that goal. Okay? The next thing that you want to do if you are involved in a church, if you are a spiritual person, and if you believe in that stuff, I certainly do. But I don't, this is also the basis of Dave Ramsey's teachings, is to get wealthy so you can give. And the Bible says to give 10% to God. Okay. So 10% of your income, not your leftover income, your whole income. So in this case, it would be $330 that you would give to your church or a charity or something like that. And that is just to get into the practice of saying, hey, I have this money to give. I want to help other people, being selfless, generous, kind, and knowing that there are other people there in need. And it makes you feel good too when you can help other people. So that's something that if you're into that, to definitely put into your budget. So after all is said and done, the Smiths has $781.50 left, which can go to sinking funds. Now, sinking funds, if you're in the cash envelope system, sinking funds is something that you can put away each month, each week, every 2 weeks, however you want to do it, for something that you're not really going to touch much. For instance, my property taxes. My property taxes are about $2,500 a year. So what I do is I put $200 and some odd dollars away each month, so that by the time December 31st comes, I'll already have it and I won't have to scramble for it. That's what a sinking fund is. You can also put it towards your debt, which is something I would not advise you guys doing until you reach that goal. Dave also says, don't skip baby steps. Don't do it. Stay within the baby steps. Get the emergency fund. So we are on baby step 1. For those who are on baby step 2, 3, this ain't for you. I'm talking about people who are just trying to get into it. So we're on baby step 1, so we're not even going to worry about the debt until another video. I'll definitely do a video on the debt, probably in a few weeks down. Okay, emergency fund. You can put more into the emergency fund to get to step 2, so that's something else you can do. Clothing and gas. Okay, now the reason why I did not put gas into a monthly thing, I don't do it for me because I don't know really what my gas will be. Our cars are used all the time. And really working with the cash envelope system, you really forget that the cash is in there. Like, you are so used to swiping your card and checking your balance online and you know how much is in there. But I'm telling you, when my husband, because I give him his spending money and I have spending money, and he wants to get a game, He looked in his envelope and he had like $100 in there, and he didn't even know it because he looks in his bank account and he's like, okay, I don't have any money. But he totally forgot that we were doing the cash envelope system and he had the money to do it. So that's really, really, really cool to have. You know, if you really want to have this done, and if you really have the discipline and the drive and the passion to not be in debt anymore, you can do this. It is possible. Definitely possible. All right, you guys, that was my sample budget. And I definitely hope that it helped you guys as much as it helped me when I first started, because that's exactly what I did when I first started in January. I wrote down how much my husband gets paid. I wrote down how much income I bring in from my little side stuff that I do, my financial aid that comes in for me because I am in school, and I totaled it up. And okay, so this is what we have. And I didn't even know we had that much because we never have any money. But we have money, we just are not spending it the way that we should. And really, honestly, it was mostly me. It wasn't my husband, it was mostly me. Eating out, that is the thing. In Louisiana, y'all, the food is amazing. And I like to try restaurants, and I like to try different foods. That gets me because a little, $10 here, $20 there, it adds up. So I had to put a hold on that. I really, really did. I also recommend that you guys track your spending for the next 30 days. Just write down everywhere that you go, especially if you're using cash. If you're using a debit card, you can look on your bank statements at the end of the month and see where your money went. And that's actually a good idea when you're first starting, so that you know where to cut back at. So for the first 30 days, if you want to just use your bank card and just swipe your card when you're making purchases, by all means do that. But at least stick with your budget that you've made, because now you know you're conscious about how much you guys are bringing in every month and how much is going out. And hopefully, after all your bills are said and done, you have some money left over to kind of figure out where the rest of that can go, whether it be savings, sinking funds, debt, car payments, whatever. So, hopefully you're not like, shoot, I need to figure out if I'm going to eat or pay lights. I've been there. I know. It's rough. Also, if you are in that category, call your power company. See if they have any care programs or something that they can reduce your bill for a certain amount because of your income. Call your water company. See what they have. Your local church, something. There's so many programs for everyone, food stamps. If you're in that category, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. There's a lot of people out there that abuse the system, but for everyone else that really need it, please don't be ashamed to use it. I've done it before. I'm sure other people have done it that needed it. So, if the services are out there, get it. It's definitely there for you guys to use. Anyway, that's it for this Financial Friday. Next week, we're going to just do an update on baby step 1. I will let you guys know where my progress is at. And I probably actually won't do a video until after my vacation, because I am taking a vacation on the 28th for a week and a half, going to sunny Miami. Very excited about that we did save for, that we did plan for. So I'll probably do a road trip video instead of financial videos. But the beginning of August, the first Friday of August, I'm going to make another video of an update on where we are at in baby step 1. And I would love to know where you guys are at in baby step 1. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, my email is down there. You can leave a comment down below, and I'll try to answer as quickly, as fastly as I can. But anyway, you guys have a great, safe weekend, and that's all we have today. Bye, y'all.